by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Dolphins under the lights on Sunday night.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the 8th-year passer, 2-time Pro Bowler from Mississippi State, Dak Prescott.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
Prescott down. He'll let that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. Able to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On the return, Dortch. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a 4th-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back to throw here, Herbert. There's Chris Olave. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Herbert's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Herbert back to the air. Throw save complete. That's Thomas. Touchdown. Ian Thomas. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott will get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. A quick pass to Kupp. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. There's Prescott. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now it's Herbert. Slings one that's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Ethan Evans on now to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Calling a loss of 40 on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. He completes it to Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And a short gain down to about the 33. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Herbert now. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chris Olave. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins lead this now 14-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And New York set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And it is incomplete.
Well, incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if we can get something going here on 3rd down.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Sanchez on a punt here as he sends this one away. And here comes Dortch on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And Lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his man, it's Warren. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you. He's usually pretty good too, so the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Herbert. Olave over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Again, Herbert. Pass on the outright, caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this down inside the 15, into the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they'll work on 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Ian Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you to be almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Jets set to take the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Warren is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Warren again. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Jaylen Warren taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there?
There he goes, left side. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jayden Reed, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets get a bit closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now run straight ahead to Warren. Given 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They toss it to Warren, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Ethan Evans now. Returnable for Grant. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff coming left Connor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in, and the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. That'll be caught by Cup. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. To throw is Prescott. They'll get this one to Cup complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Throwing, Prescott. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the air again, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but we're good.
Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Herbert. And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. First down, Prescott. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. This will be caught. It's Warner. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by Olave. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the Titans who get the win at home. 20-10 was the final. We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action. It's Herbert. Thomas swings it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He completes it to Elway. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Herbert back to the air. And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chris Olave with his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Play after, right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Prescott. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Olave over the middle. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught Waddle on the left side. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Herbert on first down now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. A handoff for Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now a run with Warren. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Herbert. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Prescott off play action. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Prescott yet again. And incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Miami set to take over. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Warren. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run it. Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Herbert. And this one caught by Lance Williams. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Connor. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. James Conner punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Running left, it's Warren. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. 57 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. On the run, it's Warren. And it's a ring of it over. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Warren will try the right side.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the air now with Herbert. The pass caught by Olave. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both No, if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He gets this one to Brooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
1st down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. The man has got it, the tight end. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now down to 20. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and this one they've been in control. I think they've earned this victory.